Civil rights activist and former NBA player Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf spoke at a lecture in March of 2023 at Yale University. It was about his life and his approach to protesting racism and social inequality throughout his time in the NBA. From an early age, Abdul-Rauf saw basketball as his ticket to success, waking up at 4 a.m. to practice. This quote from him says, "Yeah, I enjoyed it, but it was life or death. If I didn't have basketball, I don't know what my future would say for itself. I have to make it. There's no such thing as a B or C option." Abdul-Rauf's decision of racism and social injustice is significant for many reasons. He was an athlete who participated in activism. As a professional athlete, his platform provided him with a wide reach of audience and influence. When he spoke about racism and social injustice, he amplifies these issues to a larger audience, including fans, fellow athletes, the media, and even higher up in our country. Athlete activism has historically played a crucial role in raising awareness and driving social change. Abdul-Rauf's personal experience with racism and discrimination gave him words, added weight, and authenticity. As a black man, he has encountered systemic racism and prejudice firsthand, which leads to his credibility and perspectives on these issues, which is really important. Abdul-Rauf's willingness to address difficult and controversial topics can inspire others to do the same. By speaking out, he encourages dialogue and action on issues that are often overlooked or downplayed in society. Discussing racism and social injustice challenges the status quo and prompts individuals to critically examine existing power structures and systems of oppression for all minorities, but especially African Americans. Abdul-Rauf's activism pushes back against complacency and calls for meaningful change. Abdul-Rauf's advocacy demonstrates the intersection between these sports and social issues. It highlights the fact that athletes are not just entertainers, but citizens with a major stake in broader societal issues. The challenges of this notion should be apolitical and encourages a more holistic understanding of the role in athletes in their society. Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf's decision not to stand for the national anthem in 1996 NBA season was deeply rooted in his personal beliefs and convictions. He converted to Islam in 1991 and cited religious reasons for not standing during the anthem. He viewed standing for the national anthem as a form of idolatry, which conflicted with his Islamic faith and teachings of worshiping the only one God. So it was either worshiping God or worshiping our country. Abdul-Rauf was politically active and critical of social injustices in the United States, particularly issues with racial inequality and police brutality. His decision not to stand for the anthem was a form of protest against what he perceived as systemic issues within our American society for minorities. Like many athletes who engaged in this form of protest, Abdul-Rauf viewed his actions as a demonstration in his right to freedom of expression. He believed as an American citizen he had the right to peacefully protest and raise awareness about issues he deemed important, which were all racial issues in our society. Abdul-Rauf's actions sparked discussions about the role of athletes in social and political activism. By refusing to stand for the anthem, he brought attention to issues that may have otherwise gone unnoticed or ignored by the public and media. Abdul-Rauf faced significant backlash for his decision. The NBA suspended him for one game, and he also received criticism from fans, media, and other players. This backlash illustrates the challenges and risks that athletes often face when using their platforms to protest. Overall, Mahmoud Abdul-Rauf's decision not to stand for the national anthem in 1996 was a complex expression of his religious, political, personal, and racial beliefs. It highlighted the intersection between sports activism and the freedom of expression in American society that we don't see every day. Thank you.